I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Lions going up against the Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Michael Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. From his own goal line, Stafford throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. And here's a look at the starting offense. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Going up top. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Just a 30-yard punt that time. This Detroit Lions defense near the bottom of the league, allowing 380 yards a game. But in Week 6, in that win, they made the big plays when it mattered.
Including a goal line stand right before the half when the Rams went for a touchdown and decided not to kick the field goal. When they kept them out of the end zone there, that might have been the winning play that got them over the top.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Here's Wentz to throw. Oh, he's going to into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It seems like just a few weeks ago, they were talking about Golden Tate and what's his role in this offense. Career high 165 yards in Week 6. I think he answered those questions.
I think they've made a concentrated effort to get him involved even more in the offense and get him the ball. And they also told him, we'll do that, but you have to win downfield in your one-on-one battles against defensive backs. And he did exactly that against the Rams and put up big numbers. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Back to the ground on first, again for a set. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Now a play fake at Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Connor Barwin is one of the most versatile outside linebackers in the league. Started his collegiate career as a tight end and basketball player. You see that athletic ability on display each and every week.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Benny Logan in there on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down for Seth. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you got to file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it. Force it. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Alone to the right is Jones. On first down, Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 68 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story.
Oh, my goodness.
He was standing there. He was running deep routes.
My first game, man. I know you hear me. It's my first game.
I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. But despite the loss in Week 6, the defense and the special teams, they had reason to cheer for these Philadelphia Eagles. Jenkins had a pick 6. Wendell Smallwood, 86-yard kick return.
They matter, don't they? Because we always talk about offense, but that defense, and Jenkins, he had a takeaway against New England 2015 that he returned a long way for a touchdown, so he's no stranger to that. And Wendell Smallwood, the rookie running back, how about that kickoff return for 86 yards? And Caleb Sturgis was 2 for 2 as a kicker in terms of field goals. So defense and special teams, they definitely matter.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be a Philadelphia first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. A handoff left. It's Ryan Matthews. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good stop.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Oh, shit.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Defense showing blitz. Now Ryan Matthews on 3rd down. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. On first down, Wentz. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of just for driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
And Anquan Bolden, one of the most physical receivers in the league, and is a major compliment to him. It's not often that you have a receiver that wants to initiate contact downfield and bump himself free in the secondary.
Well, week 6 showed he's still around despite being 36 years old. His 77th career touchdown.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field, become dependable targets for their quarterbacks, and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. Second and 10, Stafford again. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Nigel Bradham coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Third down. Here's Morrison.
No, I didn't even
fucking lose yardage here. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles take possession. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Oh, my butt.
Nelson Aguilar.
I gave you that.
As the first half is winding down. And his guys are an extra point away now. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy.
Shit. One more time.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Now another shot here at the PAT. And he'll bang that one through. Touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Stafford on first down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to go up top again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
So that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. On second down, here's Wentz. He's got time. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. On third and long, it's Wentz. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Wow, really?
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
Let's go. Green 39.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, they run. Again, it's 4th down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Here's Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the veteran, Leonis McKelvin. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
8 yards to go here on 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tahir Whitehead. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, switching gears on the walk into the stadium, you and I, we're still talking about Zeke Elliott. I mean, what a start. The guy turned 21 just a few months ago.
I thought this was a passing league, and we're talking about running backs. Isn't it nice, though? It kind of takes me back a little bit. But it's not just him. How about LaShawn McCoy in Buffalo in the year he's having? DeMarco Murray has had a revival in Nashville. And don't forget, David Johnson in Arizona, a true all-purpose back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So we got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And Jones has it over the middle. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the 1st here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. Looking and it's incomplete. That one intended for Anquan Bolden, and it's 3rd down.
But sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Throwing again at Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. They begin the drive with Ryan Matthews. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Wentz to throw on second down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another. My goodness.
Incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. Left side, caught by Matthews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
That was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Unable to complete it to Green back over. 6 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. The hitch route works. It's something you see quite a bit on 3rd, 4th down in these situations, and they got it to go for them.
And what you're counting on is a couple of things. One, you want the guy catching that route to make people miss right away, almost like a punt returner. And 2, you're expecting to pick up some blocks once he gets to the second level, able to get downfield. And on that play, everything came together.
Ertz has it left side. And down inside the 15 he goes. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
Into the red zone. Wentz. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 14-yard touchdown. The Eagles add on to their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he reconsidered here. It'll cost him 10 yards now with a new rule as he's down at the 15-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Back to the air, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
Yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Let's go! Blue Niners! Blue Niners!
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
Let's go! 319! 319!
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 8 on the play. And they'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They come up in an offset eye.
Let's go! Green 39!
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. Complete on the left side to Green Beckham. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Set! Green 39! Green
He's going to launch this thing way down. And look at this.
That's what I'm talking about.
They need it. It's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And not great starting field position here for the offense. He's back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left. He'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Back to throw. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
To throw. Ebron caught left side. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Stafford. And he hits his target. This is Clay Harbor. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. It's brought in by Bolden. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. He's back to throw. Complete here to the right to Bolden. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. And quickly they get to the line. He'll look to throw, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. One last throw here for Stanford. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
I tried. My first game.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
Two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's New England Panthers going up against Stafford's Lions. With that, let's head up to Detroit as we say hello to our guys, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. first carry for Justin Forsett. And a cutback right. He's going to go. Justin Forsett. A big play there for Detroit. 63 yards. And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect. Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
Elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find the yardage, and that's exactly what he did. Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They go back to Riddick. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Theo Riddick, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. First down, it's Newton. And his first look is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Kelvin Benjamin has to be a feature of this offense that's on your screen now.
Definitely a #1 receiver, a huge target with some speed. It's almost like go-go gadget when he goes up to get the football. No matter how you defend him, he can go just a little bit higher.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. And escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ziggy Ansah in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Stewart missed weeks 3, 4, and 5 with a hamstring injury. Returned in week 6. Happy to have him back, I'm sure. 85 yards, 2 touchdowns.
They hated that they didn't win the game at New Orleans, but the philosophy and the way they played felt more like Carolina Panther football. Able to run it with Jonathan Stewart, opens things up for Cam Newton in the passing game as well as a runner himself. And they just have to take care of the football. They're able to do that. Maybe they can string together enough wins to try and get back into the playoff race.
So here come the Lions now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. We get a look now at the offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise, because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who can block at the line of scrimmage, but really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. This is for Seth. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
It's real easy to talk about Thomas Davis coming back from multiple knee injuries, but he wants his play on the field to be the story.
Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of yards.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They come up in an offset eye. On first down, this is for Seth. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. Force set again. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford looking for someone to throw to. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt. Maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see...
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Devin Taylor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a 3rd down.
On first down, Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right? It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play. Stafford to Tate, and even 40 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off the guns, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
In the red zone this time. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Wide open receiver complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the ones. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. Again, 4th down. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Here's Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
What I'm talking about.
Their big tight end.
Go ahead and quit. You gonna quit on me, G? You gonna quit on me, G? G gonna quit. You gonna challenge it?
We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be 2 quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Wilson Seahawks going up against Stafford's Lions. With that, let's get up to Ford Field in Detroit. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, ladies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. Stephen Hauschka now about set to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Big 20.
first down. Stafford here. Caught on the right side by Jones. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it a second down. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child. Golden Tate.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense. And he's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game, plays with passion.
Here's Stafford now on second down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Real right, 22.
Here's Justin Forsett, his first carry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and 1 and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So the offense has it first and 10. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to the ground attack now. This is Forsett. Forsett hit. He lost the football.
Wow, bullshit.
Middle of the field, a breakaway. 20, 10, 5, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone.
Celebrations, because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
Are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And incomplete here on third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. So they will go for it. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big-time play there on 4th and 10. 42 yards.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a toss. This is 4th down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that. The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Now it's Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Rolling to his right. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham.
Well, partner, Jimmy is no longer down. Jimmy Graham is back and in a big way. How about this past week? Another excellent game, and I believe he's averaging over 100 yards per game in his last 3 outings.
He is indeed, and you're right. 6 catches, 89 yards in week 6. He's back. And Graham's got it over the middle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he's got Lockett. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
In motion is the tight end, Graham. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on first down. Surveying the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Let's go.
By Tahir Whitehead.
Seahawks too.
Take over with the football at the 35-yard
Let's
line.
go.
And last year was sort of a tough one for Jimmy Graham. He wasn't seeing the same kind of targets he was used to. Then, of course, came the patella injury that wiped out the second half of his year. So he and Russell never really found the connection. And here's an instance where they get a ball picked off.
The drive begins with a run by Forsell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
Here's Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball, where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play, he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go, dude. Lions.
Trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
To throw is Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Incomplete. Kristen Michael was the intended receiver. Well, during the last commercial break off air, you and I were going back and forth comparing who's done well in the receiving game so far across the league. Who do you have down through week 6?
Well, Julio Jones, of course. Remember that big game against Carolina where he had, 300 yards plus of receiving? I mean, he was a monster in that one. A.J. Green continues to be one of the best receivers in the league. Amari Cooper continues to develop for Oakland. And how about Greg Olsen in Carolina? A tight end on that list. He's number 2 in the league right now in receiving.
Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it. And he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offside.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So 5 yards remain now. Still 1st down. To throw again is Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kristen Michael, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And that makes it 14-10. Now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And partner, I know we've done some division talk, looked at different races, particularly the NFC East. What else besides NFC East is catching your eye now?
I can't help it. It's the AFC South. I came into the year thinking this was a division with a lot of intriguing storylines, and they had a great offseason. I wanted to see how it would develop. Well, Houston beats Indianapolis last Sunday night, and if that game is reversed, if Indianapolis wins, then every team in that division has 3 losses. Amazing what's going on there. It will be tightly contested all the way through.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
No challenge. Ain't no challenge.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. Back deep for the Seahawks, the All-Pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. Now it's Lockett. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown saving tackle to bring him down. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down, Wilson. He's going to loft one deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Stafford now to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's going to take another shot here. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Complete. Richardson has it. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They go play fake to Michael. Now Wilson finding time. He hits Baldwin right side. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. On second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
And Graham's got it over the middle. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation, but they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He gets it to Baldwin. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Seahawks are going to have a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Paul Richardson from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
When you give up a long touchdown drive, you're looking for a silver lining. In this case, it's the fact that your offense had a chance to rest, and now they can come out in the field charged up and ready to go.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Stafford now on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. 3rd and 2, Stafford to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet, he's going to have the first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. On second down, Wilson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's got Curse. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jermaine Curse from 17 yards out. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Stafford in trouble here. And down he goes, back at the 8-yard line. Cliff Averill, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the interception, here's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. Here comes the D swarming to the line. In motion is the tight end Graham. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. Complete. Richardson has it. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. Here's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Now Stafford. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. The grab made by Curse over the middle. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to